Okay, Waz, you're up. Who is your garbage person of the week?
Oh, this was so easy for me. It's Senate leader of the Democrats of New York City, Chuck Schumer, and his cowardice and weaselly nature, where not only they ask him point blank, who'd you vote for? He wouldn't answer the question because he's such a coward. Just the idea that this guy couldn't endorse the Democratic nominee for mayor in the city where he was born and raised and represented in the House of Representatives, and now in his capacity as a senator. Just the idea that the minority leader in the Senate of the Democrats can't bring himself to be a partisan and back his own party's candidate in his own city is just, it's indicative of how over it is for this guy. He's cooked and his days are numbered. But it was just one last cherry on top of how garbage this dude has been throughout the entire Mamdani campaigning season and his run up to being elected the mayor. And so, yeah, that just stuck out for me, where he's running from the reporters as they ask him, who'd you vote for in New York? Who'd you back? Who'd you back? Your party's candidate or this disgraced former governor who had to resign because he was fondling his freaking coworkers. Not to mention the grannies that he killed during COVID, not to mention the corrupt ass machine that he presided over in Albany. I mean, it's just a joke, to be honest with you.
Yeah, fannies and grannies. That's what he was known for. I saw that Chuck Schumer clip and it was just like, like it's so embarrassing. And actually, there was somebody who left a comment. They're talking about the Trump administration, but I'm gonna go ahead and speak on this person's behalf and say that Chuck Schumer can be looped in with this. And this is from DJ Payne 1236. Oh, he gave $19.99 super chat. Thank you very much. And said the current administration are nothing but people who got one wedgie too many in junior high school. They hide behind their protection. They have no power. We have the power. Just stay aware and vote when it matters. Yeah. That's what this all reads as. There's a whole bunch of butthurt old people running this government, and it's not productive. These are not, I mean, even Stephen Miller, like he had no friends in school. I don't know if that's true, I should say that, but I can't imagine that he had friends in school. There was some stiff competition for garbage people this week, and 72,000 of you voted, and here were your picks for garbage person. We've got Trump with a landslide victory. He earned a whopping 91% of votes for hosting a Great Gatsby themed party while holding snap hostage from the American people. It was trashy indeed, which is ironic because you know that Trump thought that he was being super classy with that party, and you also know that he never read the book. Anyway, Kash Patel came in a distant second place, 4% for doubling down on using the FBI jet and our tax dollars for date night. And then there's Nancy Mace getting 3% for berating airport TSA, and Kim Kardashian with just 2% for claiming the moon landing was probably fake. But what does she know? But we do want to spread some positivity here on the Damage Report. So we also have our hero of the week. And you guys called New York City voters your heroes, plural, for electing Zohran Mamdani this week. They got 81% of your votes and presumably your respect. Seth Meyers, he got 7% for ripping Trump for calling him illegal because he spoke poorly of the president. Then there is Maryland Governor Wes Moore with 6% for pushing for redistricting, and Obama with 5% for praising Mamdani's campaign. And as far as Obama goes, I feel like he should have celebrated Mamdani a little bit more, considering that he could have been compared to a young Mamdani way back early in his career when he got started. And he usually is like a little bit, I know that Obama is Obama, and I know people have a lot of feelings and thoughts about him, but like considering who he once was and the way his political career has panned out, I would have hoped that he would have been a little bit more outspoken for Mamdani. I'm not necessarily surprised though, because as far as like on the Bernie to Pelosi spectrum of the Democratic Party, he does lean more Pelosi.